Ladies and gentlemen, a fabulous day to everyone out there. How are you guys feeling today? Oh darling, I know it was so hard and exhausting, but don't worry honey. The Group 9 is here to make things easier for you. Welcome to our world na M ang kabunggan, masaya, at madali. Narito ang matlicious na hindi kayo iiwan. So for today, we are going to delve into the world of the rules of differentiation where we're given a task that we need to answer. What are we waiting for? Let's start! For number 1, we have f of x is equal to 26, where we'll have the application of rule number 1, which is the constant rule, where if f of x is equal to c, where c is a constant, that f prime of x is equal to 0. So first, we will get the derivative of 26. Since our given is a constant, automatically it will be equal to 0. So our final answer, or the derivative of the function, will be f prime of x is equal to 0. For number 2, we have g of x is equal to negative 9. For this function, we're also gonna use the rule number 1, which is the constant rule, since negative 9 is a constant, and from what I said in the first given problem, if our given is a constant, it will automatically equal to 0. Therefore, the derivative of the function would be g prime of x is equal to 0. For number 3, we have here a given of f of x is equal to x plus 7. In this function, we can use the rule number 4, which is the derivative of a sum or a difference. That if f of x is equal to g of x plus or minus h of x, then f prime of x is equal to g prime of x plus or minus 2h prime of x. So we'll now get the derivative of x plus 7, which is ang constant natin. As we all know na kapag constant, it will automatically equal to 0. Therefore, the derivative of 7 is 0. Now, let's proceed to getting the derivative of x, since ang x ay may exponent na 1, and that 1 will be multiplied to the numerical coefficient of x, which is 1. So, 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, our answer will be f prime of x is equal to 1. So, for number 4, we have y is equal to 4 minus 2x. Ganon din dito. Kukunin muna natin ang derivative ng 4, then yung derivative naman ng 2x. On this function, we will apply din ang rule number 4, which is the derivative of a sum or a difference. So, ang derivative ng 4 natin ay 0 since constant siya. Then, the derivative of 2x is equal to 2. Since ang numerical coefficient is 2, then we have the exponent of x, which is 1. We'll have 2 times 1 is equal to 2, so 0 minus 2 is equal to negative 2. Therefore, the derivative of this function will be y prime of x is equal to negative 2. Actually, if mapapansin ninyo sa number 3 and 4, we can also use the power rule, since ang usually na ginagawa doon para makuha ang derivative ng isang function ay minumultiply ang exponent sa numerical coefficient, then magma-minus 1 sa exponent. Next is number 5. We have f of x is equal to x raised to 9. On this function, we will apply the rule number 2, which is the power rule, that if f of x is equal to x raised to n, then f prime of x is equal to nx raised to n minus 1. So, based sa power rule, ang n natin is magiging 9, or simply multiply it to the numerical coefficient of x, which is 1. So, 9 times 1 is equal to 9, and ilalagay natin siya sa unahan. So, 9 times x raised to 9, then minus 1. Therefore, the derivative of x raised to 9 is 9x raised to 8. For number 6, we have here h of x is equal to negative x raised to 126. On this function, same process lang din sa number 5, where ang gagamitin ay rule number 2, which is the power rule. So, to find the derivative, we'll multiply the exponent, which is 126, to the numerical coefficient, which is negative 1. So, 126 times negative 1 is equal to negative 126. Then, copy lang yung x, and mababawasan ng isang exponent, so it will be negative 126x raised to 126 minus 1, since 126 minus 1 is equal to 125. Therefore, our answer will be h prime of x is equal to negative 126x raised to 125. Number 7, we have y is equal to 2x raised to 7, where we're gonna use the rule number 3, the constant multiple rule, where if f of x is equal to k times h of x, where k is a constant, then f prime of x is equal to k times h prime of x. So what we're going to do is write y prime is equal to 7 times 2. Copy x and then copy the exponent 7 minus 1. So y prime is equal to 7 times 2 is equal to 14. Copy the x variable and then 7 minus 1 is 6. So the answer here is y prime is equal to 14x raised to 6. For number 8, we have g of x is equal to negative 9x raised to 18. The first thing to do is kukunin natin ang derivative kagaya sa 7. We're gonna use the rule number 3, which is the constant multiple rule. So g prime of x is equal for 18 times negative 9 is equal to negative 162. Copy lang yung x and then 18 minus 1, so it will be 17. So the derivative of negative 9x raised to 18 is negative 162x raised to 17. So for number 9 naman, we have f of x is equal to 1 over x raised to 3. This one will also use the rule number 2, which is the power rule. Since we have here a denominator, which is x cubed, is equivalent also to 1 times x raised to negative 3. Kaya naging negative 3 dahil if i-move natin sa taas ang ating denominator na may exponent, magiging negative sign siya. So, ang magiging given na natin is x raised to negative 3. Since 1 times 1 is 1, therefore, if kukunin natin ang derivative nito, i-multiply natin ang exponent na negative 3 sa numerical coefficient ng x na 1. That will become negative 3 times 1 is equal to negative 3. Copy the x and also copy the exponent minus 1. So the answer will be negative 3x raised to negative 4. Or para mawala ang negative natin na exponent, ibababa natin siya together with the x. So it will be negative 3 over x raised to 4. For number 11, we have a given of y is equal to 10 minus x plus 12 over x raised to 5. The first thing we will do is to separate, or we're going to get the derivative of each term. For this function, we can use the rule number 4, which is the derivative of sum or a difference, as we all know that if the given is a constant, it will automatically equal to 0. So 10 is equal to 0, then copy the minus sign and the derivative of x is equal to 1 plus the derivative of 12 over x raised to 5. So kung babalikan natin yung number 9, which is ginamitan natin ng power rule, pwede natin siya may apply. So 12 times x raised to negative 5. Naging negative sign nung inakyat natin ang x raised to 5 sa numerator. after that, 0 minus 1 is equal to negative 1. Then, kunin na natin yung derivative nito. So, negative 5 is equal times 12, that is equal to negative 60. Then, x, and magma-minus tayo ng 1 sa exponent. So, negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6. Then, i-distribute natin yung operation, yung positive sign sa loob. So, copy yung negative 1, positive times negative, that is negative 60 x raised to negative 6. As we all know, bawal magkaroon ng negative exponent, so ibababa natin siya, then it will be copy the negative 1 minus 60 over x raised to 6. So, this will be the derivative of our function. In number 12, we have here a given of g of x is equal to 5x raised to 2 minus 2x, which is the rule that we will use is the sum or difference. Paghihiwalayin natin ulit yung 5x raised to 2 and minus 2x. And hahanapin natin yung derivative nila both. So, to find the derivative of 5x raised to 2, ita-times natin yung 2 sa 5. That is 10. Then, yung exponent, babawasan ng isa, so magiging 1 na lang. So, we have 10x. Then, copy lang yung minus sign. Then, hahanapin naman natin yung derivative ng 2x. As we all know, ang exponent ng x is 1. So, 1 times 2 is equals to 2. Since ang exponent ay 1, at kapag binawasan pa natin ng 1, it will be 0. So, the derivative of 2x is 2. Therefore, our final answer will be g prime of x is equal to 10x minus 2. For number 13, we have the given of h of x is equal to x raised to 25 minus 3x raised to 22 plus 4. We're gonna use again the rule number 4, which is the derivative of sum of or a difference. Same process katulad sa previous numbers na pinagpaghihiwalayin and hahanapin ang derivative. So first, we'll find the derivative of x raised to 25. So, imumultiply ang 25 sa numerical coefficient na 1. So, 25 times 1 is equal to 25. Then, copy the x. Then, babawasan natin yung 25 ng isa. That will be 24. Copy again the minus sign. Now, we're going to find the derivative of 3x raised to 22. Same process sa nauna. Ita-times ang exponent na 22 sa numerical coefficient, which is 3. So, 22 times 3, that is 66. Then, copy the x, and babawasan ng 22 ng isa, it will be 21. So, since ang derivative ng 4 is 0, since constant na siya, this will be our final answer. H prime of x is equal to 25x raised to 24 minus 66x raised to 21. For number 14, we have the given of p of x is equal to 8x raised to 3 plus 24x raised to 2 minus 16x plus 4. We're also gonna apply the rule number 4, which is the derivative of sum or a difference. Now, let's find the derivative of each term. For 8x raised to 3, i-multiply natin ang exponent na 3 sa numerical coefficient na 8. So, 3 times 8 is equal to 24. Then, copy the x. And mababawasan yung exponent ng 3 ng 1. It will be 2. Copy the plus sign. Then, for the derivative of 24x raised to 2, 2 times 24 is equal to 48. Copy the x. Babawasan din na ng isa yung exponent na 2. So, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Copy the minus sign. So, for the derivative of 16, since may exponent na 1 ang ang x, 1 times 16 is equal to 16. And babawasan pa ng isa ang exponent na 1. So 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Then lastly, ang derivative ng 4 is automatically 0 since constant siya. Therefore, our final answer will be f prime of x is equal to 3t prime of x is equal to 24 times x raised to 2 plus 48x minus 16. For the last number, which is number 15, we have x raised to 6 plus 4x raised to 5 minus 14x raised to 4 plus 24x raised to 3 minus 16x raised to 2 plus 4x plus 5. For this function, we're also gonna apply the rule number 4, which is the derivative of sum or a difference. So first, let's find the derivative to each term. For the derivative of x raised to 6, i-multiply natin yung exponent na x sa numerical coefficient na 1. So x times 1
6 times 1,
is equal to 6. Copy the x, then babawasan ng exponent na 6 ng 1, it will be 5. Copy the plus sign, 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Copy the x, babawasan ng isa ang exponent na 5, so 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Copy the minus sign, 4 times 14 is equal to 56. Copy the x, babawasan ng isang exponent na 4, so 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Copy the plus sign, 3 times 24 is equal to 72. Then copy the x, mababawasan ulit ang exponent ng isa, which is 3. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Copy the minus sign, 2 times 16 is equal to 32. Then, magiging x na lang since kapag binawasan natin ang exponent na 2 ng isa, it will be 1. Copy the plus sign, 1 times 4, that is 4. And lastly, the derivative of 5, since constant siya, it will be automatically equal to 0. And therefore, this will be our final answer. Y prime is equal to x 6x raised to 5 plus 20x raised to 4 minus 56x raised to 3 plus 72x raised to 2 minus 32x plus 4. And that's the wrap of our presentation. We hope that you learned something from us. See you all next time. Ciao!